You can learn from losses, and it's all about how the team responds. How have you seen your team respond these past few days since the loss?
Oh, good, good. We all watched the film, made our corrections. Last couple of days, been on at practice, and we've been moving on from it. I feel like I said, after the game, we got a good group of vets on this team and young guys that follow suit. So, I think everybody knows how important this next game is, and you can't let that last loss linger around too long.
Certainly, the last loss is the most fresh, but I think, at least statistically, the numbers show that you guys defensively aren't playing like we've seen in the past. Can you put a finger as to why that has been this early portion of the year?
I guess I can't point a finger exactly. I know, we're not playing team defense. That's for sure. Whether there's 10 guys doing everything right and that one person that slips up, offense is finding it. So we gotta continue to work and practice with team defense and then translate that onto the field. Simple as that. And I feel like in years past when we've done that, we played some pretty good defense.
Thanks, Micah.
Yeah.
Hey, Micah, Dan Fates in Rochester. I know you guys have been impressed with what Josh Allen can do and seeing how he has played so far this season. When you watch the film on Patrick Mahomes, does your jaw kind of hit the floor sometimes?
Oh, of course. He makes amazing throws. The way he buys time, in the pocket. I was fortunate to play with a guy like Aaron Rodgers that when stuff breaks down, you're able to buy time, get your receivers open. That's definitely what Mahomes does. Obviously he's getting a lot of deserved credit for being the general of that offense because he just makes stuff work. Throws back across his body, which, a high school kid, you're watching it, the coach is telling you do not do that, but he does it, and they complete the passes. And, when guys are covered 50 yards down the field, they got enough speed on that team he still throws the football, and those guys break away and then come down with the football. So, it's definitely jaw-dropping that he's able to do. But at the same time, I think that if we could continue to play, team defense like we practice, I think we'll be fine.
Thanks, Micah.
Of course.
What's up, Micah? Just watching the tape back from their last game against the Raiders, and you watch a couple of these plays, and the one specifically that jumped out was the Tyreek Hill long ball. As a guy that's back there and has to deal with that, what's it like going into a game like this, knowing that on any given play, they can attack you down the field? There's only a handful of quarterbacks in the league that really present this kind of problem.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a few quarterbacks in the league that definitely present that strong arm. We play against one every single day, and Josh Allen, and knowing that if you're 40 yards down the field and you're on top of a guy, it doesn't matter. He's still able to throw it 60 yards and on his back foot and get it out there. So it's tough. You got to know at any given play where the speed guys are, where 10 is, where 17 is. Obviously, you always got to know where 87 is, just because he's a threat regardless. Not really, vertical down the field running 4-3, but you always got to know where those guys are because they can take the top off at any time, and Mahomes is able to get it to him. So, if I'm back in the middle, if you see me on film or on the TV, and you don't see me on the TV, and I'm 60 yards back, you know why.
Do you have a little bit of an advantage? And I know it's. This is a Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champions, but in the sense that a lot of guys that you go up against, like, the Patriots and some of these other teams, they see you guys a lot. They see you prepare for you every year. This is the first time that Patrick Mahomes is going to go up against you guys. So you have an advantage in that sense?
I wish. I wish we had an advantage going into this game because of that. I don't think so. I feel like the guy's a special talent. And I feel like he's able to get stuff done each and every game. So we got to go out there and we got to prepare. I don't think it's an advantage for us. I think that we just got to go out there and take away their weapons and try to force him to get out the pocket and or keep him in the pocket and try to get some pressure on him.
Thanks, Micah.
Of course.
Hey, Mike, I actually had the same exact question that Matt just asked. I think it was like the third or fourth play against the Raiders, and Eric Harris was the single safety deep. that actually got called back by penalty. But it wasn't like he was in a bad position. But, you know, he was a single safety. I think maybe a guy was running a corner route to his left, and he just looked at him for a second. I mean, you know, what do you think he did wrong there? I mean, not to pick on him, he's a good player, you know what I mean? But I mean, it was like he didn't. You got to get deeper than you think you need to get, or what do you think about that play?
Yeah, exactly. I think that you know, what I said, just being 50 yards on the field and being, you know, even with the receivers, it doesn't matter. He's still gonna throw the ball out there. That's just the type of players that he has, and most of the time those receivers come down with it. On that play, I guess, you know, a good ball beats great defense. I guess that's all I can really say. You know, I want to say that, you know, Harris was in a great position, but, you know, at the end of the day, they came down with the ball. So it's kind of one of those things. But, you know, just he's a special talent. Like I said, the receivers are special talents, and you got to be the deepest of the deepest, and, you know, hopefully come down with football.
Thank you.
Hey, Micah, it's Kim Jones from NFL Network. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Sorry I don't get to actually see you this year. I'm curious, when you say, like, you know, 10 guys can do the right thing, one guy does the wrong thing, and I understand that concept, but do you know what is wrong with your defense? Because I would think it would be really confounding if you threw up your hands and said, like, I have no idea how to fix this. So do you guys feel like you know how to fix it?
Well, I don't think on pass plays, you know, it's one guy messing up, or on run plays, it's one guy messing up. I just feel like, you know, what we practice all the time is team defense. Everybody doing their job. And you can't pinpoint one thing that's wrong with our defense, because, you know, honestly, we haven't been playing well. You can talk about pass game, talk about run game, that we just haven't been playing well. So, but you know, in practice, we come together and we do what we got to do. So we just got to translate that into the game. And, you know, I'm not gonna throw my arms up and say I have no idea, because, you know, I can pinpoint some things, but, you know, we just got to hone in, and everybody has to do their job.
And this might sound elementary, but how much of a difference does it make when Tre'Davious White is on the field with you guys?
Obviously, another special talent. He's able to go out there and you know, play with him going on our fourth season. Just the what he brings to his defense, locking down the other team's, you know, best receiver or that side of the field. You know, he does a lot for us, and, you know, just his ball instincts, his intelligence as a football player, you know, just, you know, everything. So Tre'Davious is a special talent, and whenever he's out on the field with us, we know he's going to make a play.
Thank you, Micah.
Micah Hyde, how's it going? Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080. Thank God
Good.
it's Friday.
Doing,
I'm good, man. It's Friday. The sun is shining. You know, there's no snow on the ground, so everything is okay. But how challenging is it, Micah, for you guys to go up against one of the best aerial assault offenses in the NFL?
I'm sorry. You kind of broke up. Can you say it again?
How challenging is it for you to go up against one of the best aerial attacks in the NFL?
You know, it's a challenge each and every week here in the league. You know, you play against teams that have a great ground game, pass game. You know, each and every week you're playing an elite quarterback or elite receiver, elite running back. That's just what this league is about. And if you don't bring your A game each and every week, you get embarrassed. You know, Tuesday night you saw it from us. So, you know, one of the best air attacks. They got a track team out there that's just running. Great tight end and Kelsey. You know, picked up a rookie running back that's a beast. You know, if you had to dial up your team on Madden, I think this might be it. So you got to understand at any given time, you know, someone can take the top off, and you can't give them explosive plays, and just play team defense.
And what are your expectations bouncing, you know, coming off, you know, the L against Tennessee? What type of game are you expecting on Monday?
What type of game am I expecting? You know, I can't really answer that, but I just want to win, Colin. Anything we can do to win. Obviously, we don't want it to be 100 to 90 score. You know, we want our defense to play well and our offense score a lot of points. But at the end of the day, we just want to win.
Absolutely, man. Good luck on Monday, man.
Thank you.
Hey, Micah, it's Jay with the Buffalo News. How you doing, man?
What's up, Jay?
Not too much. I just want to get your impressions on a couple of guys. Firstly, Cam Lewis getting his first start the other night. I think it might have been your first defensive play. I think he made a tackle on Derrick Henry, kind of a pretty sort of a welcome to the NFL moment there, having to bring a guy like that down on your first play. What did you think about how he did the other night?
I was happy for him. I also happy for Cam. He's putting a lot of work around here. We joke around with him and say he's a Buffalo guy. He's from Buffalo, just because went to college here and stuff. But he's just hard nosed, blue collar guy. From Detroit, and just comes to work every day. Doesn't make the same mistake twice, like I said last week. And I was happy for him to see him go out there last week and make some big plays for us. He does a lot in practice, and to translate into the game field is important.
Yeah, and the other guy is Tremaine. We saw him, back in the red jersey today. It's clear that he's dealing with some stuff with that shoulder, but he's maybe taking some grief a little bit about his play maybe being uneven. I don't know, just your impressions on that. What are you seeing from him, and kind of what being in the room with him, what he's going through and what he's providing for this defense right now, and just your impressions on all that.
Tremaine is a natural born leader. The day he walked into this building, I think that he obviously being a first round pick and stuff. Pressure was thrown on him to be a leader and stuff like that. And he's followed suit. That boy comes in every day. He's one of the first ones here. He wants to work. He's watching film. He's in the training room trying to get right. He does it all for our team, for our defense. So we understand what he brings to this defense, and just the leadership and stuff. Where I'm not one bit worried about Tremaine being on field.
Yeah. Thanks, Micah.